What up, you guys? Welcome back to the Cackle, episode 6. I'm Nik'Nik.
AZ.
Pretty.
And today's topic, we will be discussing generational curses. But before we get into the topic, we are going to discuss our ears to the streets topic first.
All right, so this Ears to the Streets is about Beyonce and how she's underperforming. The Queen has started her long-awaited tour, and a few fans are saying she isn't dancing like she normally does. Is she tired? Is she hurt? Do we blame age? Well, she's gotten foot surgery in January, and she's been recovering since, which could be the reason why she's not dancing as much. She's preserving herself for when she stops in LA, child. But what I wish the keyboard warriors would do is give her some grace. She's recovering from surgery, and it's only been a couple shows. What I also want to say is Yo Fave could never do what Beyonce does because the talent simply isn't there. Also, what I also hate about these keyboard warriors is that they love to just talk shit behind the keyboard knowing that they have zero talent. Yeah. I want them to try to perform in multiple cities back to back and have her work ethic. They just don't have it.
With a 3-hour show.
And a lot of them is probably a lot younger than her. So,
like I said, Your Fave could never, and you could never either.
AZ want to catch some snotty heads today. She is upset.
I'm tired of these people behind. I'm just tired of these comments and all of that. I wish people just give everyone grace, really.
Yeah.
She's hurt and she's recovering. Shit, sorry.
Girl, free reign.
I would preserve myself too. You know, if I was hurt and I'm performing, like, I'm not trying to be on the sick and shut in list, like.
No.
So.
Not the sick and shut in list.
I knew when it was gonna come down to the Queen Bee, she was finna go in. Both of y'all. I'm ready for you. Because y'all do not play about this. Oh my God.
I don't play about the Queen.
We have another member that is not with us just yet today, but she'll be back soon. And she's another beehive.
Yes.
So, yeah. All three of them go hard for Miss Beyonce.
I'm going to just say, when I looked at the first video that came up on Instagram, she did look tired. She did. I have to be honest.
She probably is. I'd be tired of them too.
I was a little worried, I was a little concerned. But then the more videos I started to look at, the more I was like, maybe that was just a bad angle. Because the other videos, she looked good. I mean, the looks was fire.
Yes.
Let's just talk about that. Let's give a applause for that. The weave was weaving. It was swaying. Okay. And you know what? You just can't listen to the negativity of haters. You got to keep going. She's gonna talk about it in some song or something.
Oh yeah.
So just wait for it. Yeah. I mean, if you're a hater, just
September cannot come fast enough. Okay.
Wait.
Ooh, I can't wait. September cannot come fast enough.
Heck yeah. I'm so excited. I'm trying to put my outfit together now. Yeah, but I'm with you on that. Give the girl grace. Like, give everybody grace. Anybody who's an artist off bat, like, people always want to, go directly to talking bad about them or they're find something. It's always, as Carisha would say, it's always something. Okay? Always something with y'all.
Right.
You can't just make a mistake as if they don't be making the same mistakes. And no one is always 100% all the time. And I understand it's her first show, but you don't know what goes on, like, through her mind, if she's nervous, if, like, for her having surgery, like, because she hurt herself again. She has to keep the momentum going. Yeah. I don't recall her doing a 3-hour show before. They're usually like 2, right?
I think so.
That's a long time.
So that's a very long time.
She has 36 songs. I looked up the set list, so I'm ready.
Okay.
But 36 songs, that's a lot of songs. That's a lot of dancing. That's a lot of your energy. And then you have to travel. Like, that takes a lot out of your body. And continue being a hater.
Yeah, I don't know nobody else who can right now. I can think of, no shades to the other artists, but I can't think of anybody right now who can do a 3-hour show
No.
and dance and prepare.
With
I mean, that's
no
a lot.
lip singing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well.
Mm.
Well, you guys have fun in September.
Yes.
Shout out to Beyonce.
We
Hope
was trying to get her
hope
to
you
go.
feel better. Trying to get me to go?
Yeah.
No, thank you. Y'all have a good time. We're gonna leave that there. Y'all not about to have a beehive coming at me.
Today we will talk about generational curses.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to talk about generational curses today, and we're going to start off with AZ.
When I think about generational curses, I think of how I was raised. I was always told no when it came to like going anywhere. But I was never given the explanation on why there was a no. I would have appreciated, you telling me why I can't do X, Y, Z. Say, like I want to go to the Chrystal game. Mm-hmm. It was just flat out no. I mean, now I understand why I can't go to a Chrystal game because of, fights and all of that stuff. But had that been explained to me, I would have been more receptive to the no.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a lot of things I could talk about when it comes down to this topic, but the main one or two that stick out to me, but the first one is how to prepare your kids. I don't think enough people, I was going to say our culture, but I don't want to kind of like, go, I ain't going to go there. I'm just going to say people in general because, nobody's perfect, or I'm not going to just down our culture because there's a lot of great, Black people who do set their kids up for success. But for the most part, we don't prepare our kids, I think, enough. So what I wish I would have had and what I would do for my children, just like the whole get out at 18. Yeah. Like when you turn, like who made that up? Like you're not an adult at 18. And it's kind of like, okay, you're an adult, get out. If you don't get out or move out or be on your own, if you still live at home, it's like, okay, I need you to pay all these bills. Yeah. Why am I not getting taught about credit and finances to prepare myself, way before 18? Yeah. You should be, teaching your kids these things to prepare them, not either like, okay, well, since you're here, like you're a pawn, I'm going to use you too. Yeah. Like, a lot of us go and, oh, you're 18 now? Your name is finna go on this. Like, you're using my name for, to put on these bills. Or to mess up my credit at a very early age. It's like I didn't even get a chance, And this is not to like bash anybody's parents or my parents because at the same time they didn't know. Yeah. I can't speak for everybody else's parents, but I know with mine, I'm very grateful how I was raised, and I'm very grateful and thankful for everything my parents have done. And had they have known, the childhood, they were young parents, had me at a young age, the lifestyle that they had lived and where they come from, I can't blame them. Yeah. So I'm not blaming them. But now that, I figured things out as an adult, I know how to move forward with my kids. So a lot of the time I think we should teach our kids these things at a young age. So then when they go into the world, they're prepared. I just started figuring out stuff about credit in my mid-20s, late 20s, and I'm still learning things. Right. Financial, how to save, how to do this, like just so many things when it comes to that I'm learning and progressing and figuring out now, Can't complain about it. I mean, it is what it is, but I just know how to move forward with that. So I think a lot of us need to start kind of thinking the other way when it comes to that.
At 18, you know nothing. So you're going to throw me out in the world at 18?
Right. I don't know
why the world even, I can't say the world, but the U.S. decided that 18 is considered an adult. Yeah. Your brain's not even fully developed yet. So it makes no sense. You're still making unrational decisions. I know I did. Yeah. So you're not I don't think that's... To me, it's not it shouldn't be an appropriate, it's not a trend or society says or whatever, but it's just not cool. It's not, and it's damaging.
Each generation, it's damaging. Yeah. The next one I would say, and I know a lot of people probably won't agree with me on this, maybe some will, I don't care. How to talk to your kids.
Oh, yeah.
We don't realize a lot, and we're human, so we get upset as parents, we get frustrated, we have our own things going on, and our kids do something. But when you're disciplining your kid and I'm pretty sure a lot of us grew up like, sit your motherfucking ass down before I beat your ass. Like, you know, that whole, you don't know what that's doing to your kid. That's not uplifting at all. That is emotional damage and trauma. Like, yes, we're gonna yell, but the whole like just flat out cursing out a 5-year-old or 10-year-old, it's like we gotta stop doing that.
I really hate seeing that.
Yeah, and it's just like, all right, we gotta, and you know, not saying gentle parenting 100%, but you know, kids do something. Yes, you may yell or whatever your disciplinary methods are, but I'm really big on talking to the kids after that. Let me tell you why I yelled at you. Let me tell you why you got in trouble. Let me tell you why I did what I did. You was on timeout, whatever your, you know, disciplinary methods are. But people grow up and that sticks with you. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't ever want my kids to be afraid of me. I want them to have a fear of God, of course, but I want them to be able to come to me whenever they need something. I don't want them to have to think they have to go outside of me for help.
Yeah, because you get scared. And then like the name calling and stuff, it's like it's uncalled for, but you're supposed to have a healthy level of fear of your parents. Yeah. Like the age I am, I'm still scared of my parents. I'm still, in certain things I will never say in front of my parents. Yeah. Like I don't, you know, curse in front of my parents. I don't, a lot of things they don't know that I do. And then your parents aren't supposed to know everything about you. You still have to have that fine line of respect, you know? So
boundaries.
It's boundaries for sure. So it's just, you know, but it's not like I will never be so afraid. Like I can't talk to my mom or my dad. I didn't feel like that as a kid, but so those are just my two things I feel like as far as generational curses.
Well, before I say mine, I wanted to piggyback on what you were talking about being 18. What I don't understand about grown-ups is, and we're grown-ups, or parents or whatever, is I don't know if it's like a fear or if it's I don't know what it is, but parents get this mindset of like, you turn 18, oh, you think you grown?
Well, what
do you want me to do?
Yeah.
And like they can't separate. And I understand, like, a parent probably always feels like, this is my baby.
Yeah.
But you go into this, it becomes this weird, awkward space where, like, okay, now I feel like I'm old enough to where I can do certain things, but my parent is also pushing me back. Like, no, you can't do those things because you think you're an adult and you're not. What I'm trying to say is like, I feel like some parents still stop their kids from, on the other side, stop their kids from growing.
Oh, yeah.
Because for whatever reason, you know, that whole thing, you think you're grown. No, I don't think I'm grown, but I think I'm experiencing things and I'm going through things and I'm trying to find my way.
I'm maturing.
And instead of you talking to me about, you know, okay, at this age, I was doing X, Y, having an open dialogue with your child is, I'm going to shut you down and you can't do shit.
That's
that's pretty fucked up.
I definitely want to tell my kids the real. I don't want them to. I'm going to tell them the real about college. Like, look here, I don't remember my sophomore year. Don't do that. I'm just going to flat out say, like, look, this is what to look out for, and this is what you will probably experience. But yeah, I don't want to keep anything from them, and then they experience it. You know, I just Yeah,
because no one had that conversation with me either.
Right.
So, I mean, somewhat. I'm a first gen for college, so there's probably not much that they could tell me because they didn't experience it. Same. I can't really fault them for that. But my cousins did. My cousins did have discussions with me, which is cool because, you know, that's your village. Expressed a lot of things. But I still, you know, I was wild.
Oh, Lord. I lived a life in college.
But for me, one generational curse that I want to break is I really didn't get the birds and the bee conversation.
I didn't either.
My mom, when she found out I was talking to a boy, she was like, "You like a boy?" And then it was like, you can't talk to boys because if you talk to them, then you're going to hug them and then you're going to be pregnant.
Oh.
But, you know, in my head, I'm like, Mom, there's so many things that come in between that. And we never had that conversation because my mom had me when she was 18. So I feel like she had fear, of me falling in that same trap. But I because she had me at 18, I saw her struggle. And so we basically grew up together, and I knew that is not for me. I don't want to be nobody's just somebody's BM. I don't want to be in an unhealthy relationship or unstable relationship with my child's father. Like, I want to be married, and that's it. If I told my husband before we got married, make sure this is what you want, because this is it. You signed your contract. This is Death Row Records over here. Okay, so
fair warning.
Do us part. That's it. But I wish I would have had that conversation with her about, what happens if I get into certain situations with men, how, not saying all men, but a lot of boys manipulate girls into having sex. Yeah. All those small conversations, they're not small, they're huge, but all those little pieces of, the sex talk, I feel like would have been very beneficial for me growing up. Also, I wish that what I would like to do with my children is let them know about not settling for anything. And whether that's a man or it's a job or it's, with your teachers, set your standard is your standard. And look at yourself at a high priority. Don't, dim your light because of somebody else or the intimidation of someone else. You don't know what they're intimidated by. Everybody has a fear. So, stand your ground and be you. And be confident.
I love that. Can I say something about that real quick?
Sure.
I don't want to interrupt you, but before I forget, I just want to say, I love how you, a lot of us don't do that with our kids, to stand up for yourself, but there's a difference between standing up for yourself to an adult, versus being disrespectful.
Yes.
So when you were trained when we were little, because that's an adult, you hold back. Yeah. So whether it's a teacher or your boss, anything, there's a healthy way to say something, or there's a professional way to say something. There's a respectful way to say something. I struggle with that too, because even with my bosses, I'd be like, dang, I don't want to, you may be wrong about something. And I feel like I can't say it because you're my superior. So I'm still working on that. No, how do I let you know that you're wrong without being disrespectful? So teaching that, I think, is a great thing, because I feel like, I don't know, it gives them more confidence and it boosts their self-esteem.
Yeah, and they know how to handle themselves in the world.
Yeah, because somebody is a superior to you or an adult, that doesn't mean they're always right.
Correct.
They're human. No, you say what it is.
Yeah.
And then if it go left, then you let me know. But you just say what it is. Teacher, especially in school, stuff like that. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that is so important, because growing up, I feel like as an adult, sometimes I still fall in that trap of being intimidated by people.
Yeah.
And so when I want to say something, I don't. And a lot of times it's like, damn, I should have said something. I know I should have, and I didn't. Yeah. But even growing up, with my parents or my family or elders, a lot of times, I would get put in situations where I did say something, and I know I'm right for how I feel, but who are you to talk to me, me like that? But you're not even giving, like you said, an open space for me to be able to voice how I feel, and we could sit down and we can have a conversation about it. I was never given that.
Right.
So a lot of times I'm just like, oh well, never mind, I'll just be quiet, I'll just shut down, instead of being able to express my feelings. I have a hard time expressing my feelings. I feel like because of that. So I want for my kids to be able to have that open space, and like I said, not settling. If you feel some type of way about me being your mom, not me being your mom, but however I handle the situation with you, we can sit down and we can talk about it.
Absolutely.
I can let you know, hey, this is why I made the decision I made. And, I'm sorry if it hurt your feelings, but I have to be firm with you in this situation or whatever. Yeah. And also the whole credit and money.
Please,
I learned
in school
the hard way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned in my damn 20s the hard way.
This is
right.
My grandma told me when I was small, anytime you get money, take $5 and put it away. And if you continue to do that, you'll be a millionaire by some age or whatever. I wish I would have did that. $5 is nothing.
Yeah.
Take $5 out your check, or if you want to take 20, whatever, put it away. And even though she did that on her own for me, I don't have access to that. So it's like, it's irrelevant to me. But had I did it on my own, being younger, I could have saved myself from a lot of situations that I ended up getting into. Yeah. And credit, I learned that the hard way too, honey. Like, good Lord. That should be a lesson in school.
Oh, well, they don't want that to happen.
I really do wish someone sat me down. I would have avoided so much.
Yes.
Had someone said, okay, this is how you have proper money management. Debt and credit cards and all of that stuff. I'm taking out personal loans, not knowing that these people are vultures and they want their money by any means. I didn't know what a secured or unsecured loan was. I'm just taking out loans thinking.
Yep, for school.
All I heard was, don't do it. Okay, you're not giving me an explanation, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it.
And I want to get up out this house, so I'm get me that subsidized loan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I am. I agree. I agree with that 100%. But that's what I had.
That's what you had. Well, I think we all had some really great points and, things to put out there, So hopefully, I know I'm going to try my best to apply it, you guys, and hopefully this reaches somebody and they can try to apply, or you think about it like, I don't do that. So, all right. Well, moving on to the next segment, which is question of the day. And today's question of the day is, what is something you took for granted at a young age?
I think I took for granted my energy. And also my college experience. Although I lived a life in college, I do wish I just soaked it in more and took more advantage of my freedom. And it's just, I do miss my college days, but that and my energy and my back pains and my leg.
Oh my God.
Took advantage of my youth.
College days had them making niggas, huh? That's what the problem was.
That's what the problem is now.
I'm liking and driving it.
Also, on a serious note, just taking advantage of like family parties. Like once my grandmother passed, that was it. I ain't seen my cousins again.
Oh my God.
It was basically like everybody separated. I kept in touch with a few cousins, but it wasn't like how it used to be.
Yeah.
I kind of missed that.
She was like the glue to hold everything together, pretty much. Yeah.
Like, didn't you look at your family as low-key perfect growing up? You didn't really know, like, they really had issues. You just thought, like, we're just a perfect family.
Right.
And then same thing happened to me. My great-grandmother passed, and it was like all these issues started coming out the woodwork. I'm like, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
And we have not been the same since. It's just, I all the stories of, I wish we, could do that. Like, Christmases are not the same anymore.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Christmas does not feel the same.
Thanksgiving, Sundays, nothing is the same. Yeah. That is their own traditions.
Yeah.
Yes, new traditions. You have anything that you
want to
take good for granted? I don't know. Go ahead.
I said my mom first because, I feel like it's pretty normal as a teenager to, like, take your parents for granted because, like, you're in your own mind. But I wish I would have spent a lot more time with my mom. And as an adult, like, when I was able to start traveling on my own, or I had the funds to do it, I would go with my friends, and I never actually asked my mom, like, oh, do you want to plan a trip with me? Like, we can go somewhere just as daughters. As mother-daughter. And while my mom was on her dying bed, I was talking to her about going somewhere. And she was like, why you never asked me if I want to go on a trip with you?
Oh, Brittany, stop it right here.
I know, and it really hurt my feelings. Not my feelings, like, from her, but for myself that, wow, I never took the time to, even have that moment. I just felt like she's too busy. Like, she don't have time to do that. I had 3 other siblings. You know, she has a husband. Like, she didn't have time, but she probably would have took the time, you know, for us to go somewhere. And I really regret that, is not spending enough time with her.
I feel the same way.
Yeah. And I feel the same with you, as you said, too, of college. And high school. Because, you know, your mom be like, boys are going to come and go.
Yeah.
But your education is, you know, is what you need to do. I was like, no. I mean, yes, but like, I want to go hang out. You know? I want to cuddle.
I'm trying to go be fast. Oh my God.
I wanted to be fast. I did. But had I took that a little more serious, I'm not gonna say I'll be more further in life, but I don't know. I feel like I would have a bigger grasp on a couple things, and I wouldn't have wasted my degree in what I wasted it in, because I could have, you know, a lot of resources that we don't use. Is these small little classes that let you know about, you know, different fields of work. Had I known that, I probably would have been an engineer or something with some money. But I was wrapped up, you know, trying to be fast, and I didn't look at all those things. So I wish I would have took school a little bit.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, because I feel like had I, you know, was able to go outside in high school, I would have experienced certain things that I just experienced relationships, because I went into college and that was my first relationship, and that was freshman year. I jumped head into a relationship. Now, had I experienced that in high school, I probably wouldn't have been as boy crazy as I was when I left home. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like things would have been so different.
You didn't sneak around?
Huh?
You didn't sneak around?
No. I went into my first relationship. I thought, okay, this is it. We getting married. We graduate. That was me. I just wish that I had got that out of the way. I probably would have been more lit in college. But yeah, I just feel like things would have been way different had I got a few things out of my system beforehand. And then took college a lot more seriously, because I'm sitting here trying to run behind somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then not even with the person. Like, the person you with now is already destined for you. He was already going to be there. And here you is running behind somebody else.
Running behind somebody else. The man graduated, and then I'm still here. But yeah,
college. I would say the same. I wish I would have. First of all, I took high school a lot more seriously. Same thing, doing things I ain't got no business doing, with the ditching and running behind boys, and just a mess. Just a mess. And to the point my parents had seen me walking down the street out of school. Oh, girl, it was a mess. I think my last whooping, I don't care about expressing this to the world, because I'm not ashamed of it, and I love my parents. But my last whooping, I was 15 with a belt. So I got it together pretty late. I don't know. It's like you would think if you got that many whoopings growing up, all the way up until that time, you would have learned your lesson. But I just wish if I would have took high school more seriously, I would have been prepared for college. I didn't go to college right after high school. I went to college at 22. How was I? I'm sorry. Hold on. I graduated at 24. I started at 20. You know, most people do 18, 17, 18. So I had that gap, and I wish I would have took it seriously, got accepted into somewhere right away, and just, you know, went on from there, bachelor's, master's. Like, I'm here now, the age I am, just started my master's program. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to continue to beat myself. Thank you. I started May 30th, y'all. Okay. So, and it's just like with that too, because now I'm going into this program and my life is different. I have kids now. So it's going to be, I work full time. Like, you know, I'm somebody's wife. So I have all these different hats that I have to wear on top of now trying to further my education. So I don't know what it's going to be like, but, you know, I just know that God got me and I'm finna do it. I'm finna go, I don't know.
And another thing, I'm going to tell my kids, go to a junior college for 2 years and then transfer to university. You're going to save money and you're going to graduate a lot faster. Had I known that, I would have took that route.
I think also I would tell my kids that you don't have to go to college. Like, you can go to trade school.
Trade school, yeah.
You can, I don't know, a lot of people intern and then progresses to somewhere else too, like network, pretty much. I want to push them to do those things. Yeah, but college is not always the correct way to go. I mean, society pushes it because, you know, they want that on us. But like you said, like, and at 18, like, you're free. Who wants to? I think taking a gap year is pretty cool. Yeah. If you're firm on it. Yeah. You know, and then go to school.
My gap year was long.
Mine too.
Very long.
But you still went back and you still, you know, taking care of your business at the end of the day. So it's still beautiful. Yeah. Whatever way the story is supposed to be written for you. But I feel like it's so much like pressure on kids. Yeah. Oh, what school you going to when they're graduating? Like,
leave me alone.
I mean, I don't. What degree are you picking? I did not know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not ready for this life. Yeah. I'm not ready.
I'm not ready.
I would ask one more question really quick before we move on. What do y'all think about? And I'm not trying to, you know, shade nobody. I think it's a good thing with this tradition. But what do y'all think about those families that great grandpa went to UCLA, then grandpa went to UCLA, then dad went to UCLA. Now you have to go to UCLA. Like, you can't go to any other school but that school. Like, what do you guys think about families?
That's hella pressure.
That kind of sucks, because what if you don't get accepted?
I don't get that.
I mean, it's cute because it's, you know, your what do they call it? It's not legendary, but your it's a word for it. But I mean, it'll be nice. Like, my grandmother went to Pepperdine, and I wanted to go to Pepperdine until I saw how much it cost, and I said, yeah, no. But yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of pressure too.
I don't think I would put that pressure on kids.
And like, every school is not for everybody.
Right.
That's why you go on tours to see if if it fits your personality. I don't want to go there.
You would be shamed and banned from the family.
Right. Oh, you decided to go to UCLA instead. Oof. Like, what? Yeah, I did. And it's fun.
I remember at 18, I took a tour for the colleges, and then I took a tour for culinary school because I really wanted to go to culinary school, and I cried at Cordon Bleu, and the lady was looking at me like, why are you crying? I was like, I gotta choose, you know, a traditional school versus culinary, and I want to do both. And I chose the traditional route, but I was boohooing because I wanted to do both.
That's crazy, because I kind of experienced something similar. I wanted to go to FITM. In the summer, I begged my mom to let me go to, it's like a 3-day or 2-week program that they have, and you get to try out all the different, I don't want to call them degree programs, whatever programs that they have. So you can do like interior designing, you learn how to sew and all these different things. I just thought that was like the best thing ever. I felt in my element. And then I was like telling my granny how excited I was and how much fun I was having. And she was like, why would you go there? Like, you need to go to a traditional school. You need to get a normal, you know, job that, you know, is going to make you money and you can have health benefits. And it's like, I'm 17. I'm not thinking about none of that right now. I'm thinking about my passion and what I love. And that really altered my decision and what I decided to do. And I kind of wish I would have followed what I really wanted to do. Because I really, even when I pass FITM now, like, I just be like,
you know what? I'm going to go to culinary school and you going to go to FITM.
I know that's right. It ain't too late.
It's never too late.
It's really not. Yeah.
I'm going to hold y'all to that too.
We gonna see what the funds is first, though. But yeah, I'm down. We gonna pray on it.
Accountability.
In Jesus' name.
Yeah,
that's real.
What's your time frame?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Okay. We're gonna start next year with the new year 2024. Y'all better have been looked at and got everything out the way. Oh gosh. Okay, well, moving on to the next segment, we have the What the Hell letter.
My favorite part of the show.
I love this part. What nonsense.
Okay. All right. I'm a straight man, 5'11", 240 pounds, My girlfriend of 3 years found panties in my car. She woke up the whole neighborhood demanding I tell her what fat bitch left her drawers in your car. Those are my panties. I like to wear freaky things under my clothes. But I couldn't say anything. I felt so powerless as she slipped my tires and put a tire iron through my windshield. How do I tell her that I like to wear panties? That I'm the fat bitch that she's worried about?
Okay, I'm so sorry. What the fuck? Okay, so I gotta gather. Anybody else want to start?
Well,
Can you read his measurements again?
he is 5'11", 240 pounds.
That's what I was thinking about before she said that.
5'11", 240 pounds.
That's regular size, right? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a regular
For that
man.
height, yeah, I think so.
But what is she?
Well,
Anyway,
I mean, clearly it's not the same size. If she said, "What fat bitch?" So this is some big ass drawers.
Oh my God.
that's not even the question anymore. You just openly expressed to me that you wear panties.
Yeah.
He didn't. He didn't. He said he couldn't say anything.
Oh,
So how do I tell her I like to wear panties?
I don't know.
It's no way to tell her, but just straightforward. Save her so she can get out of there.
Let's just break up.
Just break up. Just say, look, they're mine. This is who I am. This is what I like to do. And if you don't want to accept it, then give her the opportunity.
I feel like if he
go.
were to tell
I'm
her, she's
stressed
not going to
out.
believe him. She's not going to believe him.
No.
I'm
Ain't no nigga go say no
don't
shit
even
like
wanna
that. You better believe him.
I don't even want to see you in the panties. Oh my God.
That's devastating because don't you take the L and just even I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say I want you to lie because I need to know about that secret.
Yeah.
But
Why were they in your car?
he probably just took them off.
for who now?
Oh.
You not taking the panties off nobody else. You taking panties off. Like who's taking the panties off you, sir?
Ooh.
Like,
Oh.
What's the? Yeah, no.
I didn't
That's
think
the
about
bigger
that.
question.
That's the
I did
bigger
not
question.
think about that. Why is he
Even if they is yours, who took them off of you?
Oh my God. What?
Sir.
Just go ahead and tell her. Rip
Just
the
tell her.
Band-Aid off and go ahead and tell her, and then let her make a decision if she still want to deal with you.
That's as simple as that.
She might accept it.
She might.
She
That is
might
her
not.
business. But I feel like she definitely has a right to know. Like you don't keep something like that from somebody.
Yeah.
I would.
Why?
What happened?
Why? That's not okay.
You
like
doing what?
she would keep it from her partner.
Oh, so just let her think you cheating and you really not?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Like, this is wild. I was like, what? I'm lost.
I have never.
Oh my God. Ooh, please don't beat me in the comments for this. Please. But this is like some Caitlyn Jenner shit.
Oh.
No, because that's how I think
Oh,
Kim
yeah. Oh,
or
yeah.
Chris or
Mhm.
somebody found Caitlyn
In the dress.
wearing women's clothing. I think he was like walking through the house. He thought nobody was there, but
Ooh, that would scare the
someone was
hell out of
there.
me.
That would terrify me. And it's cool. Be who you are. I just need to know.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a damn what
Give
you
me
want.
the choice to
Give me-
decide if I still want to be with you.
This is
after
true.
this.
100%. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Whew,
Well,
that like,
she gonna know.
man, I feel like, whoa, I'm just at a loss. What do you mean?
That blew me.
Are you buying these panties online? Like, how are you getting these panties?
Where are they getting shipped to? Because apparently she haven't seen them.
I
Like,
just going and buying them.
Yeah, because every package that come through my house, I'm at, what is that?
yes.
They must live separately or something.
Well, that's a good question.
I
Did he say married or girlfriend?
Girlfriend
Oh.
of 3 years.
Oh, so it's
They
a
could be
possibility.
living together.
They probably don't live together. They could. They don't.
He probably got a P.O. box.
I want to know why.
Like, I got questions now because, like, when you're going to look at panties, what kind of
Like,
what are you looking for?
What style
Are
do you like?
Yeah, are you looking for lace? Like, Because what? I don't know. That's
okay. I wish I would have known, but it probably don't even matter. I was say, are they thongs or are they just panties? Because that is gonna change even my perspective even more.
He just said he
Panties.
likes to wear freaky things under his clothes. So whatever.
Yeah, so thongs. That's freaky.
It's probably a thong. A lace thong is what you have on, sir.
My favorite part of this letter is, how do I tell her that I'm the fat bitch that she's
And then the way you just worded that, you got something to tell me. You called yourself a fat bitch. You got panties. It's okay. Again, there's no judgment here. Be who you are, but I need to know about this.
Yes.
I'm sorry, there is judgment. There is all judgment.
I want to get dragged in the comments. That's why I'm saying it.
Everybody got their thing. And I'm judging you, sir. I am. I'm sorry. I am judging the shit out of you because we can't be wearing the same thing.
We cannot.
We
I ain't
cannot.
stretching out my thongs. I'll be pissed.
I don't
First
have.
of all, your booty juices is not it's mine.
We cannot share. I don't give a damn. We swap a lot of things, but we ain't finna swap no ass juice.
Hell no. What? No.
Oh my goodness. Save this lady. I ain't gonna say save because she might want to stay. We don't know how she is. But I think you should give her that fair chance, the opportunity to tell her.
You got to pay a lot of money anyway. You might as well just let it all out.
Yeah.
And if
she slaps his tires. And, yeah.
Oh, poor thing.
I am just appalled.
Ooh, have mercy.
He said, what fat bitch?
The fat bitch is me.
I would be so offended because I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
wait a minute.
Oh, snap. Nigga, you wearing what?
We have a goddamn problem.
Ooh.
And you was that careless and left him in the car. I mean, I know usually men do a lot of
Why are you
careless.
leaving it in the car?
Yeah, that makes no sense. Because she's right for what she feels. Like, you was fucking somebody in the... Sorry. You was, having sex with somebody in the car. Like, you could have had at least the decency of, cleaning up after yourself or something.
I'm just feeling
Where were the panties?
Where were they? I just feel like in today's world, I don't know, ain't nothing safe. Like,
No.
it's just this shit here.
You could really be sitting next to a man that's wearing panties.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he could be acting straight as a board. Straight and narrow. And we would never know.
Have heels and all. No offense, if that's what you want to do.
But just don't hide it.
Yeah, be you.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I want to know
If
first
you
date.
shopping at Fenty, you better give me some too.
We gonna be friends still. What you get?
I want to know first date. I got on panties.
Let me see your drawers. Let me see the briefs right now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
People are really hiding that now, though, and that sucks. That's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole nother topic.
Um,
Keep his letter. We'll refer back. We'll circle back to
I
that.
want to know, how did your story end, sir? Cause
I need a part 2 immediately.
that's a wild conversation to have with somebody.
Wow.
And the worst part is you got caught. Like, you didn't even get to openly, sit down, get yourself prepared to have that conversation. You messed it up for yourself. You got caught.
Well, on that note, before we get out of here, I just want to give a shout out to all the mommies. Happy Mother's Day, Mother's Day weekend. Everybody enjoy their weekend and be safe. And we're going to wrap it up. That concludes today's show. If you would like to send us a letter, please, that it's going to be, the cackle4@gmail.com. That's the cackle number 4@gmail.com, or our Instagram at the Cackle Podcast. That is the Cackle Podcast on IG. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.